Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here today with another video, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about two penny stocks which I think you should keep an eye on and could possibly make very big news in the near, midterm and long-term future. So with that being said, let's go straight into it. First stock to watch is BRYYF, or I'm gonna call it BRYYF. This penny stock, as you can see, for past 5 days is up 50%, that's decent. However, for yesterday it had 46% correction, which is simply just because in previous days it did like 250% run up. So people who had profits, they just took them, and that's it basically. But the company is a gold company, and I'll give you more information about just a bit. So the company is called Amani Gold Limited, and they have a great run starting with the last of September, with the pink current stock gaining 120%. That's what I was talking about already, so we can skip this part. The company is targeting exploration at its flagship project, the Gyro Gold project, located within the significant yet unexplored Moto Greenstone belt in the Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC. BRYYF started to get more attention as investors found out this small company sits on $8 billion of gold reserves. I mean, like, that's a lot of gold reserves, and if it's true, then it's gigantic. The only problem here with this company is because it's being traded on the Australian stock exchange. It kind of differs from the OTC markets, but you can trade it here on the OTC as well. But some information aren't really precise or even available because it's it's being managed there. So this is kind of one issue I have with this company. But nevertheless, the CEO Klaus-Peter Eckhoff said a few months ago that Amani would be back on track after cleaning up the Chinese mismanagement. It will start to post on OTC market soon. So this is another positive catalyst for the future for this company. The concerns regarding Amani's report and share structure are negligible if it can reap the full benefits of its gold reserves. On September 30th, the company released its annual report confirming that the Gyro Gold project global resource for Kebigada and decimated deposits exceeds 4.4 million ounces contained gold, which means about $8 billion. So yeah, if you go into chart September 30th, since then it went up parabolic, so this explains it all. But what Insider Financial found out is that this company might not be just a short-term play, because they have a long-term target in mind, especially when Merrill Lynch owns about 14% of the company's shares, along with other major institutions that are locking up shares, leaving fewer shares floating. And here is Alex Sunderland summarized nicely with his due diligence. So 2 billion of 14 billion shares is being held by Merrill Lynch. Merrill Lynch, if you don't know, is an investment management company, or just like a bank. They now are called only Merrill, but yeah, they're quite known, they're quite rich, and they have a lot of assets. Another 9.4 billion shares being held altogether by similar institutions. So that leaves about 4.8 billion actually floating or trading. So yeah, we can see most of this company is being already held, and I don't know if they plan to sell their shares, or if they sold their shares yesterday. I'm not really sure about that, but anyways, I think they still have the same view on this company. They aim for the long term, because it got beaten down from like 60 cents to what, like 0.0012. So of course, if you buy it and hold it, they've released some good PR, it will go to like $0.50, and bam, you got tons of money. And it's good that it's just being held, the percentage is being held just by like 20 shareholders, so we can see there are big institutions interested in this penny stock. Even though we go on OTCmarkets.com, we can see they are currently pink current, so that's good. However, there are like not available information except like a market cap and outstanding shares. And outstanding shares information is very outdated. However, the market cap isn't, and we can see that yesterday, after 45% drop, the market cap is slightly over $3 million. But if we go like into their news section, nothing is available, or financials, nothing is available. That's because of the Chinese mismatch. It's all explained, and they will update this here, the values, in no time. And of course, we like to go in stock list to see how popular this stock is. We can see there's like 2,400, almost 500 watchers, so it's not really popular in particular, but yeah, So it got some following, but nothing really crazy. But related to its current market cap, I think it's quite adequate. So yeah, you can get early on this one when it's now on quite a juicy sale. If you like some long-term gold company or company which has $8 billion in gold reserves, I think this is the one for you. Then another penny stock, or the second penny stock I like to talk about, is ICOA. ICOA has been making waves recently as the company is working to redefine itself. The share price has surged by 400% during the last month alone and has gained about 20% since the beginning of the year. ICOA rose from $0.015 on Wednesday to $0.20, but what is interesting is that earlier this week ICOA updated its status from pink limited information to pink current. And if we head into OTCmarkets.com, in the right upper corner we can see that's truth, and they are actually verified, so that makes it easier to trust this penny stock. Previously, ICOA used to be a national provider of wireless and wired broadband internet network support for broadband access installations in high-traffic locations across the US, including quick-service restaurants, hotels and motels, travel plazas, marinas, etc. At the end of August, the company announced that it would undergo a reorganization in order to facilitate a new direction and the implementation of a new business plan to create new value for shareholders, although the existing business seems to carry on. More details will be shared with investors as developments take place, but what we know so far is that the new direction will focus on blockchain, decentralized finance and crypto space, which together make the fastest growing and most exciting industry as of today. And on October 1st, ICOA announced it had executed a letter of intent, also known as LOI, to acquire IBG Finance, which is promoted as the world's first and currently only insured DeFi project, in a transaction valued at $185 million. This is a huge news for a company worth slightly less than that. And if we go now into the article, I'll just go quickly through it. And IBG is a decentralized finance wealth management platform designed to bring simplicity to users interested in entering the cryptocurrency and the DeFi market. IBG is equipped with the latest robo-advisory technology to offer algorithm-driven recommendations, so that's something really interesting for nowadays investors. Here is the juicy part. The LOI executed by ICOA and IBG outlines the terms of the transaction, which is valued at 185 million USD or American dollars and anticipated close within 60 days. As a part of the acquisition, ICOA will be acquiring 100% of IBG Finance in return for restricted preferred shares of ICOA. So yeah, they basically just bought the company for their shares. So I think that's quite a fair trade within this emerging and growing market. If we now go into OTCmarkets.com, we can see that CoinMarketCap is almost $170 million, so it's not as small. And if you like, you can browse their news or financials. It's all here, it's all transfer agent verified, and you can see how they're doing. Right now we can see they're not really that profitable, and that they are, just positioning themselves in the long-term growth. Also, IBG Finance is on CoinMarketCap.com, and they have their own tokens, and we can see that after it got publicly traded, the stock price went up about 10%, and then people just sold out their shares close to 10% gains, and they are happy. And then the stock price and the token price went back to $0.63 where its original price. So really nothing crazy here as well. Their fully diluted market cap of this token is $28 million, and current volume $215,000. So it's nothing really small or anything big at all, but it's being ranked on 3,450th place on CoinMarketCap. And last but not least, here if we check out on StockTwits as well, the popularity of ICOA is even less known than BRYYF, even though this kind of company had a crazy run up already, and there could possibly be even some kind of correction, but they still haven't announced that they closed out the deal. So after they will announce this, within the 60 days, this could move the stock price up again. Because they've finished it. Not to mention that ICOA shared the news, some very interesting news on their Twitter, that they are going to cancel 2.6 billion shares this week. So this is also going to, boost the stock price massively. This is going to reduce the outstanding amount of shares, so therefore it's going to increase the value of your shares if you're holding by quite a lot. If we check out here, they have authorized shares 10 billion. So you know, if they go away with over 2.5 billion, it's like quarter of the stock price is going to decrease. So yeah, this is quite a lot. It's basically like 25% at least boost in the stock price, in my opinion. So yeah, this could be a very good short-term trade if you are into that. I hope I brought you some value with this video. If I did, then definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new upcoming videos, as well as smashing the like button is always highly appreciated. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.